As we know, all the songs basically that Katy Perry has created are complete this promotion of the devil and the Illuminati because she's a complete sellout and a puppet of the New World Order. Chained to the Rhythm is your typical Katy Perry pop song, but with a slight subverse twist. However, there is intense double think going on here. Indeed, the rebellion presented by the video is actually accepting the global elite's agenda. And this is what they do because the coward Satan that hides underground, because that's all he is and that's all he'll ever be, is a coward that can't show his face because he knows if he showed his face he'd get destroyed completely by God, and God would put him in his place. I mean, look at what happened at Babylon. Satan tried rebel against God, God put a stop to it, God won. Then again, Satan tried to do the same with the Egyptian pyramid, failed again. God put him in his place. And the same's gonna happen this time. This new world order is gonna be destroyed and annihilated, and all the people that serve Satan and that mock God will be going with the devil. I have no respect for people that sell their soul openly, because nobody forces these people to sell their soul, because all they care about is money, fame. They don't care about anything else. That's why they sell the soul, and most of them act like victims, when real people with monarch mind control are actual victims and being victimized. And these little sellouts, these willing servants of the coward Antichrist, act like victims when they're not victims. We know otherwise, like Kanye West, as it's been being repeatedly, constantly. Kanye West's memory loss. He hasn't lost his memory. He was mocking God continuously, day in, day out, and he's getting what he deserves. That's what you get for mocking God. You can't think you can go around mocking God and you're not going to be punished. As it says in the Bible, God will not be mocked. It's not something God takes lightly or lets go. See, it's, as we know with previous songs like K-pop, that they act like they're against the New World Order. This is how they twist it, because then somebody goes, oh, they're against the New World Order. Then they're not. They're promoting it. They act like they're against it. See, none of these are mind control victims. None of them. They just act like it. Real mind control victims have either one been killed or dead. Many are used as sex slaves, whatever the Illuminati wants to use them for. There's a difference between willing servants. As I said, these people ain't forced to sign that contract. All it is the elite say, oh, we'll make your career bigger, all you have to do is sell your soul. And they basically agree to everything that's happening to them. They agree that the devil basically says, I will own your soul, mind and body. And these people, when they don't want to obey what the devil says, they can't get away. But in the end, all of this is going to mean nothing when the devil is destroyed and annihilated, and his little agents and his little puppets and his false teachers that think it's funny to go around and mock God will be burning in hell. See, because God forgives everyone and God loves everyone, but the people that don't turn to him and don't care about him at all, or act like they serve him but they don't, God will just say, I never knew you. After Trump's election, Trump, the racist hypocrite, the sellout, many people just think Donald Trump is great when he isn't. He's just a complete racist and a liar. Katy Perry declared that it was time for proposeful pop. Did she have an empathy, not really. What exactly happened is that Capitol Records, the conglomerate that owned her rights, retooled her image and message to fit the current agenda. Indeed, for years, Katy Perry appeals to teens and preteens have been exploited to push all kinds of agendas, and this hasn't changed. The context, however, has changed, as we know that song that she made promoting to young teens, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It, basically promoting homosexuality. And as we know with the Eye of Horus, many people will just say that, oh, this is just ancient Egyptian. There's a reason why they say that. One, everything that is connected to Egypt is connected to the devil. If you research Babylon and what he did after Babylon, the devil built those pyramids. There's proof of that, because the lies that they promote in history is a lie. The devil built those pyramids. Why do you think they're not fully built? Because the devil was stopped by God. In the 2014 video Dark Horse, which the title of that song just says it all, I mean Dark Horse, might as well call it Dark Horse, Dark Horse, Darkness, was a gigantic tribute to the occult elite and its Illuminati symbolism. As we know, she's basically dressed up as a false Egyptian god. Basically, as we know in the Bible, God basically said it in the Bible that these people were worshipping false gods and worshipping golden images. In 2007, Katy Perry's services are once again needed, and when Katy Perry releases a political song, you better believe that the messages have been carefully crafted to serve the interests of those who own her. Chained to the rhythm is exactly that, a calculated political message presenting the elite globalist agenda as a rebellion against the American nightmare that is Trump. See, this is what you're not gonna fall for, because this is just a lie and an agenda. Donald Trump is not against the elite. This is what they want. Look at the media now. Everybody is focusing on the media day in, day out. The media is more powerful than it was when Obama was president. It was all a plan. It was all a plan. Look at the influence that Donald Trump's doing in the media. The media is more powerful than it was. All because of Donald Trump. It's all part of a plan. Nobody in politics is legit. They're all controlled. They're all fake. They're all controlled by the devil. Anybody that throws up the 666 that is in political is owned by the devil. So anybody that promotes, oh, Donald Trump's doing good for the country, avoid them, because they're most likely an agent. Before I go further, I feel the need to point out that this article is not pro or anti-Trump. It is an objective analysis of a mass media product that was released during a specific political era. As I've often stated, the same occult elite is still behind the scenes, no matter who's in power, and still fully controls the channels of mainstream media. And as well, why do you think Donald Trump got in power? They wanted him there. See, and now many people are spreading lies and saying, oh, Donald Trump is against the New World Order. They said it from day one, and look where we are now. He's destroying America, making it worse than it was, and it's only going to get worse. What their plan is to destroy America. so they can bring in this one new world order agenda. Along comes the Antichrist, providing a false solution. I can fix all of this, because like many people have said, Donald Trump's the Antichrist. He isn't. He desires women. The Antichrist would come on the scene basically out of thin air, out of nowhere. We know that Donald Trump basically told people that he was running for office basically years before it happened. So the Antichrist wouldn't do that. The Antichrist would come out of nowhere. So it's not Obama, it never was. It's not Donald Trump, and it never will be. But honestly, don't fall for this agenda. It's a game. It's mind games with the media. Donald Trump ain't against the system. It may look like it, but that's part of the plan. That is part of the plan. They want you to obey the system. Remain dumbed down. Donald Trump is just being used by the elite. The elite control. Well, then again, the Illuminati don't control anything. It's the devil. But don't fall for it, honestly. Do not fall for it, because it's just an agenda. Donald Trump ain't against the New World Order. Realize that unlike 99% of blogs and news sites out there, I don't care about political. Neither do I. That's why you'll never see me go on about it here, because I'm not really interested in it, because it's all rigged. And my values are not shaped according to the pre-made liberal or cunt box. I'm simply analysing the agenda behind mass media. All right, but enchained to the ribbon, the United States is compared to the theme park name Oblivia, where oblivious people walk around with static, creepy smiles on their faces. Now, straight away, we can basically say these people have most likely been drugged, or this is simulating the brainwashed masses, basically living in their own reality. Very creepy smiles on their faces. The rides in the park represent real-life social issues the American people are apparently ignoring because they are living in a bubble. As I said, people that are basically asleep and asleep to the system. Basically, that's basically what they're saying. They made the game like this, basically, where they give them a drug and everything's happy, and they basically deny reality. It's basically what this is simulating, the denying reality. American people apparently ignoring because they are living in a bubble. This is coming from Katy Perry, who was also in this video. As you see, California girls imagining their own world. And then we got this, chained to the elite. The video takes place in a theme park named Oblivia, or however it's pronounced. The logo is a hamster, a rodent who is known to live in a cage. Now take this into consideration. What is a cage known for? Monarch mind control, monarch programming the masses, dumbing them down. Cage on exclusive on a spinning wheel that leads to nowhere. This is how the elite perceive the masses, exactly what I said. They see the masses as a hamster running around a wheel. This is how they see the masses. The government do not care about you. They don't care. I mean, they killed the as we know with 9/11, many people deny it, but people can believe what they want. That was just a plan. But this is how they see the masses, basically a hamster running around a wheel, basically dumbed down. In the park, people are too absorbed with their social life, social media, I mean, this is very true. I mean, just look outside and look at the world. If you take somebody's phone away, they can't last even a second without it. They'll go nuts. They've already been programmed and dumbed down, and they don't even realize it. They've been programmed to rely on technology. They're dumbed down. In the park, people are too absorbed with their social life statuses to understand what is truly going on around them. This is simulating their dumbed down masses. The people that are dumbed down. Like Instagram was created to dumb people down even more. That selfie agenda, that was created for that as well. It was all created to dumb people down. And what a surprise along Hillary Clinton. The park is filled with self-centered people who take selfies with their hamster devices. And notice how it's got a hamster, and notice how they're throwing up the fake peace sign. Basically, they're basically saying that these people are the dumbed down masses, the people that are asleep to what is really going on in reality. Katy Perry is right. People who take selfies are self-absorbed jerks, but wait a minute. It was created by the New World Order, the selfies. It was around for generations, to be honest, but they just made it into a new trend because the media promoted it. Anyways, people in the park are pretty much brainwashed drones who do as they are told. This is what the elite want everybody to be like, dumbed down, brainwashed, like drones. Basically, this is how they see the masses, as just like robots. Guests follow arrows the same way the masses follow mass media towards whatever they are supposed to think and do at this point and time. So basically, as we know with the media, whatever the media throws out, the masses will believe. They'll believe whatever. Like if somebody like Justin Bieber says, I'm a Christian, and promote an upside down cross, I'm still a Christian. All his fans will still believe him because they've been brainwashed. It's exactly, that's why the Illuminati use celebrities, because they know whatever they say, that the masses will soak it up and believe them. Like even if a celebrity killed somebody, the celebrity says it didn't do it, the masses would most likely believe it. The waiting time for this ride is 1984 hours. I mean they'll happily wait that long. Get it? As in Orwell's 1984, which was about Big Brother. What's Big Brother? Basically, we know it promotes the old CNI and basically watching people. Wow, Katy Perry's got some edgy wake up to the truth commentary going on. It's like she's on our side now. A truther, no, she's not. It's all agenda, false. It's a false revolution. This is what they want you to think, that you can go out and you can stop the elite. The only person that can stop the elite is God. No, we can't, it's not our fight. All we are to do is expose it and warn people about it. It's not our fight. We can't stop the elite. The only thing that people could do is wake up, and then maybe the elite would die and go away. See, because they want you to go out and do this violent uprising so they can bring in the New World Order and enslave people. It's all part of the agenda. It's a false rebellion and a revolution. well, not really. What is basically happening in that the entire truth viewpoint is being co-opted by the mass media to sell the elite's agenda. As I exposed K-pop, this was the same agenda. They acted like they were against the elite, but in the end, they were promoting it, and they were basically promoting a false revolution and a rebellion, but in the end they weren't even against the elite. In Oblivia, Katy visits several rides that altitude to issues happening in America and the world. While they appear fun, they are actually harming those who ride them. The Great American Dream drop. One ride named the Great American Dream Drop has a grave underlining it. Wonder why? The American dream is dead. That's basically what that's saying. Happy little couples go inside happy little houses and are lifted in the air. Basically, these are simulating the dumbed down masses that are living in their imaginary world, that everything's great, that nothing is bad, there's no such thing as the elite, there's no such thing as the Illuminati, that the government cares about them, the government cares about people's lives. This is obviously what is simulating the dumbed down masses. Once in the air, the houses suddenly drop back down. Is this a reference to banks taking families for a ride by lending them money to buy homes using shoddy loans? This scam led to the massive housing crash of 2008, which caused trillions of dollars to be sucked from average Americans' pockets towards the financial elite. That's where the money and the taxes go every single year. You wonder where the thousands and thousands of dollars go. This is where it goes. It funds the elite. This is where it all goes. So they can do experiments and do mind control and do whatever they want. When Katy Perry performed Chained to the Rhythm at the Brit Awards and the Grammys, the sets symbolically referred to the killing of the American dream. Basically, the American dream is over. At the Grammy Awards, the typical white picket fence home was literally on fire. Was Perry predicting a period of major turmoil for the masses? Most likely, who knows? At the Brit Awards, homes got off the ground and started moving around as if under the spell of giant skeletons. These two skeletons simulate the people that are in control, basically the elite. This is what these two skeletons simulate, the elite. Giant skeletons who probably represented Donald Trump and Theresa May. Most likely, or it most likely represents the elite, because we know Donald Trump is a part of the elite. So Perry's lyrics take aim at regular people living in their regular homes, telling them they are too comfortable. Are we crazy living our lives through a lens trapped in our white picket fence like ornaments? So comfortable we live in a bubble, so comfortable we cannot see the trouble. See what they do, the elite, they put the truth in plain sight but also mix it with lies. See, Katy Perry is not against the Illuminati. This is just the way the Illuminati laugh at you. Basically, they know if they put it in plain sight, the truth, that people are still not going to listen. This is how much they brainwash the world and the masses. Katy Perry is right. We should follow her lead and not live in comfortable bubble. But wait a minute. Katy Perry sets up housing 18 million former Roman Catholic convert. Roman Catholic says it all. What is the Roman Catholic known for? Pedophiles, child molesters, sacrifices. And she's living in a mansion. This is how you know she's not against the elites. It's a lie. Convert in LA after judge's ruling. I mean 18 million, that'll be 18 million that she's made from the elite. Katy's recently bought an entire convent to live in. Anyways, overrides in the video allude to other social issues. Love Me, the roller coaster ride, features a validation station named Love Me. As people take place in the ride, we realize that men sit on one side and women on the other. Why is there a separation? And it's not actually a woman, it actually looks like a man in woman's clothes. To sexism in society. When Simon and Rose go through the validation station, a commentary on how people crave social media. Likes to feel validated. Simon gets nearly all of the votes. This seems to tell us that men have an unfair advantage over women, especially when it comes to social media. Well, this is complete lies. Because, I mean, this is just the agenda, this is all this is. But wait a minute, how Katy Perry became the most followed celebrity on Twitter with 92.7 million fans. She's the only person that reached that. Wonder why. Perry, 31, reached the milestone in July 2016, overtaking pop star Justin Bieber. Anyways, the next ride directly takes aim at Pacific Donald Trump policy. The ride, No Place Like Home, is a commentary on Trump's policy of deporting illegal immigrants. Did this couple enter obliviously illegally? I mean, many people defend Donald Trump when America used to support migrants and people that were there illegally, but now America says, oh, it's the immigrants, they're the problem. I mean, they act like, oh, the immigrants are the problem. No, the problem is the elite and the people that are so brainwashed. That is the problem. It's just complete racism. They always say, oh, it's the immigrants' fault. The couple is then ejected far away above a fence, a reference to Trump's proposed wall. And like I said, many people still defend Donald Trump even though he's a complete racist and a hypocrite. Other rides allude to issues that were part of American history for decades. Basically, this is simulating the American dream is now dead. The ride Bombs Away consists of missiles flying around. The ride alludes to the American people being oblivious to the virus wars being carried out by their government around the world. Katy is right, war is bad and we should protest against it. But wait a minute. Yeah, bit of a hypocrite, isn't she? This is how we know she's not against the elite. She's just laughing at you. This is what these people do. It's a twisted agenda. As I said, if you don't know about K-pop, I'd suggest look it up. Basically, it's called Sixth Sense, and look at the agenda behind that, and you'll see they do the exact same thing that Katy Perry's doing here, acting like they're against the elite when in reality they're not. It's just mind games. In the 2000 video, part of me, Katy, enters in the army and goes to war. Why? Because her boyfriend cheated on her. Makes sense. Part of me was released 5 years ago. Perry was used as a recruiting tool by the army in order to reach young people. Joining the army was represented as a solution to a bad relationship. Another agenda to basically get people to fight a war that's never going to end. A war that they started just so they could get oil. That's all it was for. The guy is happily walking around with a mushroom cloud in his hands. He's oblivious to the nuclear threat around the world. The attraction name Inferno is known as eternal fire. H2O is rather prelexing. It is basically a gas station that dispenses firewater. In this attraction, Katy Perry is given a glass of water that catches fire. Is it a comment on the controversial practice of water freaking? Does it refer to the looming water crisis that is on the verge of causing conflicts around the world? Does it maybe refer to the environmental disasters caused by the exploitation and transpiration of petroleum? The message there is rather vulgar, not unlike other scenes in the video. In the evening, guests are shown a movie on a TV screen, the same way Americans spend their evenings watching TV. Many do this. But as we say, Nuclear Family. The film is called Nuclear Family. The masses, including the douche behind Katy, put on their 3D glasses and eventually absorb the propaganda. So as we see, she's not against it. She was pretending exactly what I said. This is what they do. They act like they put truth in plain sight, but act like they're against the elite, but in reality they're not. And this is proof she ain't against the elite. She's just basically saying absorb it, suck it up, accept it. If we follow the logic of this video, people are being brainwashed by watching a movie about a nuclear family, which is defined as a social unit composed of two parents and one or more children. Why is this portrayed as bad? Yes, in today's society there are all kinds of family structures, and they are all as valid and important as any others, and blah blah blah. That being said, why isn't the nuclear family as celebrated as other kinds of families? Why is the video portraying this family as something to rebel against? Is it because maybe the elite has been hard at work destroying the traditional family values in order to debase the masses and make them move marble? Don't get me started. Then Skip Marley comes out of the screen as if he was that girl from The Ring. I mean, one dressed up like a woman, dressed in all white, probably a mockery against Jesus Christ. And it's basically the exact same logo that is in Fallout 4, the video game. Move over, lame. Nuclear Family. Skip is coming through. Skip sings about rioting against those in power. It is my desire break down the worlds to connect, inspire, up in your high place, liars. Time is ticking for the empire. The truth they feed is feeble, as so many times before. They greed over the people, they stumbling and fumbling, and were about to riot. They woke up the lions. See exactly the agenda that I've been saying and what they've been promoting for the past years. They want you to go out and riot. This is all part of the agenda. They want you to go out, riot, cause chaos, be violent. This is exactly what they want, because then they can bring along the New World Order. This is just promotion standing against the elite, yet he's not against the elite at all. There is something ironic about this scene. Skip literally emerges out of the TV screen that is used to brainwash people. In other words, mass media complaints to the agenda is disguised as rebellion. That is some next level double think. See, this is what they're doing now. They're putting truth, they're mixing it with her agenda. They're not against it, they're acting like they're against it. So part of the agenda. Then Katy Perry has an awakening. After her awakening, Perry looks around while the oblivious masses run circles around her. She is so woke now. Wow, she knows so many truths now. The video ends with Perry looking at the viewers with a concerned look, as if saying, you should have voted for Hillary. No, shouldn't have voted for any of them because it ain't gonna make a difference. No matter who you voted for, both were corrupt. This is what they want you to think. Oh, Donald Trump's against the New World Order. Oh, Donald Trump isn't against the New World Order. Then the agenda with Hillary Clinton. Every single person in politics is controlled by the New World Order. There's no doubt about it. We know that anyway. Chained to the ribbon is what I call propaganda 2.0. The elite's agenda presented as a revolution. It takes troops from truth films such as They Live, where only a select few see the truth while the rest of the world is being controlled, to actually sell a political agenda. As stated numerous times on this site, the ultimate goal of the elite is to create a one-world government, complete with a single currency and a single elite, ruling it by creating specific images and emphasizing solutions fixing these issues. The global elite is creating a full integrated world system where social and economic policies transcend national borders to be decided on a global level. The refugee crisis, the environment, the economy, terrorism, and countless other issues are being used to introduce New World Order friendly policies on global level. This program has been championized for years by George Soros and his extremely powerful organization named Open Society. This is what Chained to the Ribbon is truly about. Katy Perry has been for years a pawn of the elite, and this is still going on now. Does that automatically mean that we should all fully support everything Trump does? Of course not. The entire message of this site is to be consistently vigilant. Believe it or not, you don't need to fully adhere to a political party entire platform. You can actually be a rational person and decide for yourself which policies you agree and disagree with. If Trump goes ahead and promotes increased privacy violations, police state tactics, racial tensions, or anything that reduces freedom, you better believe that I won't be supporting any of this. I don't support it anyway because he's an agent. However, one thing is for sure, mass media is still in the hands of an elite with a specific agenda, and even when it appears to be promoting freedom, it secretly wants you to be chained to the rhythm, hence why Donald Trump's being used.